Yo, yo, what's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Let's get it. Yo, yo. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope everybody got some rest, kicked it with their family, got some good food. Just ready for this big week, man. What's up, Nelson, Carlos, Stacy, Kron, Trey, Coin, Sandy, Dana, Casey, D-Wavy, Cherry, Henry, Sarah, Drake, Steven. What's up, Mike? What's up? Alrighty, everybody. You guys know the drill, man. We get straight into it. We don't waste no time. Big week ahead for sure. Let me take a drink of water here, and we will rock out. I'll start in like a minute and a half. Give everybody a couple seconds here to trickle in. And yeah, man, appreciate everybody taking time out of their Sunday to come kick it. I promise you, you guys will enjoy this one for sure. Let's get it. Alrighty, everybody, y'all ready? Everybody can see clear, everybody can hear clear. Let's get this thing rocking. Let's do the damn thing. Make sure everything's good to go. Alrighty, we're good. What's up, Mr. Rockout? What's up, man? Eduardo, Greg, FaZe. Alrighty, guys. Most of you guys already know the way we kick it off. So we're going over the economic calendar first. This week, earnings season is kicking off, so we'll go over the earnings calendar as well. And then we'll get into the watch list. We'll go over ES, NQ, QQQ, SPY, and individual names for the week ahead. Tonight, I'm also going to break down the strategy I use to trade crypto. It's maybe a little bit over 600,000 this year. And yeah, man, let's get it. You know, lately I've just been kind of feeling like, you know, I need to stop being so laid back and so humble, and start being a little bit more aggressive. And what do they like to say? Pop my shit once in a while, man. So I think I might start doing that soon. That's the thing, man. A lot of these guys on the internet, they talk about trading. I really trade, right? Like that's the big difference. I don't make 100,000 a month, 200,000 a month, $500,000 a month, $1 million a month from MRR, right? Monthly recurring revenue from a subscription service, from a Discord. I don't have that, right? My income comes from my lawn care business, me actually trading, my cars, and my other, obviously, side hustles, right? But 90% of it is trading. So when it comes to me versus them, it's not really a comparison. I don't have that MRR to, you know, say that I trade, but I really don't. I really trade. But alrighty, guys, let's get it. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm feeling a little. We'll start it off with me popping my shit. Let's go. Come on. Is that what y'all like to say nowadays? Come on, let's do this real quick. We'll start it off like this. Give me a second. I gotta put in my security code. Henry, I have nothing to do with that. Absolutely nothing to do with that. But here you guys go. Here's one of my accounts, right? We'll go to summary. Right? You guys can see here. Started with 5K exactly 1 month ago. It's up to 21,000. That's $14,652, a 212% return in 1 month. That's not including that small futures account either, right? So this is just Here, for all the people saying, oh, you didn't refresh it. There you go, I'll refresh it again. Everybody likes to say, oh, well, you have a bigger account. That's why you can do it. Well, there you go. I did it with a 5K account. So, what do y'all got to say now? Anyway, let's get into the watch list. Everybody likes to say, well, you trade with a bigger account. Do it with a small account. Do it with this account. Do it on futures. So I started with 5K on futures, turned it in 10K within a month. Now what? Right? And they say you can't do it with options. Started with a 5K account, turned it into 20K 1 month. So now what do you guys say? I can't do it with $100? You're right, I can. It's hard as fuck. Alrighty, you guys, let's get it. Sorry, I just had to go off on my little tangent, man. Here we are. ES. ES. Before we get into ES, let's go into this economic calendar. First things first here. Monday, we have absolutely zero data, right? We were good to go, right? So tomorrow, July 22nd, Monday, there is no data. Tuesday, July 23rd, we do have data. That's going to be existing home sales at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, Wednesday, this is a big day here as well. We have PMI at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, along with new home sales at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thursday, July 25th, have very important data as well. Jobless claims, as always, at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Most important here is going to be GDP at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, along with jobless claims. Thursday is probably the most important here. Wednesday would be behind it. Friday is probably right there with it as well in terms of Thursday. We have PCE, that's at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we also have consumer sentiment at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So the biggest days here are going to be Thursday and Friday. Wednesday is going to be trailing behind those. Definitely could see some nice value and volatility from these data points being PCE and GDP. And yeah, man, that's what we got to look forward to this week in terms of economic data. Now what we can do is we can go and check out this earnings calendar. We'll go over this briefly just to make it quick and easy. For anyone that wonders where I look at the calendar, here you go. I'll post a link in the chat right now so you guys can see. You guys can just click on that and it'll take you right to it. But this is what we got for the week ahead, right? Starting it off, we have Monday. Couple names reporting here. Nothing I'm really super interested in. Tuesday, market open. We have Spotify. Like Spotify a lot. For open on Tuesday, we also have UPS. I like UPS a lot. GM can also be a good one to trade. Tuesday after close is the most important in my opinion. That's where we have Tesla and we also have Google. Enphase is also a fun one to trade, or even Visa if we can get a nice move behind it. AT&T Wednesday pre-market. After hours Wednesday we have Chipotle, Ford. That's pretty much it. Thursday morning we have American Airlines, ABBV. Thursday after close, Texas Roadhouse. I'm extremely bullish on them due to how good their rolls are. Don't know how they're going to perform, but if I were to make a decision on how the stock should perform based off of the rolls and how good they are, I would say it's very bullish, but I don't think that matters too much. But biggest ones I want to focus on here are going to be Tesla and Google. Those are my two favorite. Spotify would be behind it. UPS would be behind that. Enphase would be up there as well. But what I want to talk about, majority of you guys already know, but anybody that's new here, right? Every single one of these names that's circled are potential A-plus post-earning setup, right? When we're trading, we're looking for a reason to trade. We're looking for a reason to risk our capital. We're looking for a reason to hop into the market and period, right? To potentially make money. We want to make sure that the risk reward is worth it, not only for us to enter the trade, but in terms of our capital and mental capital. So these post-earning setups, we have a quality catalyst. We have a nice gap up, nice gap down. It leaves us with beautiful opportunity for that second day move, being a bounce, being a reject, being a breakout, being a breakdown. So we have multiple opportunities this week for a nice A-plus post-earnings setup. So super excited about this week. And this is just the start of it. So we got plenty more coming in the upcoming weeks. But yeah, this is what we're looking forward to for the week ahead. And yeah, guys. All right, let's get into the charts. We'll go ahead and start it off with ES. It's been a while. It's been a while since we looked at this chart and we've seen any type of weakness. But I can confidently say that we have seen weakness 100% without doubt. We even have some type of confirmation on a couple of these time frames. But yeah, man, we're finally seeing the weakness, finally seeing the pullback. Love to see it, right? So here we are. This is ES. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta sneeze. Oh my goodness. Is anybody else like me? Like, I rarely sneeze. Like, I probably sneeze like once every few months. But when I sneeze, it's like a sneeze attack. And I just sneeze for like 5 seconds straight. Back to back to back to back. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Yes, here we are. Right? What do I want to talk about? This monthly chart. Right? This says a lot. Right? This is a lot. Anybody that knows anything about candlestick patterns, right? Context is super important. So if we're looking at this candlestick pattern here, this is indication at a potential reversal, which would be that inverted hammer or that long-legged top wick, right? Why is it important? Because at the top of the trend. It's also accompanied with low volume. Now, is this candle closed? No. So it's not really relevant yet, right? We have about 9 days left, 10 days left in a month. So if this candle does close weak, right? Preferably below 5,600, that previous month's high. This would permit another short entry for a swing with a stop loss above these highs. Very, very simple. So if we close below that 5,600 on this July monthly candle, that would permit a swing entry with a stop above this current monthly candle's high, targeting a push back down into these lows at like 5,200, right? That's first things first here. Monthly chart looks good. Finally starting to see weakness. As you guys always hear me say, these candlesticks tell a story. At one point in time, this candlestick was fully green. So that means buyers were in full control, right? Sellers then stepped in and pushed it pretty much all the way back down to the opening price, showing their strength. So that's where we're at right now. That's what's important about this monthly candle. And even more important is once we get down to this weekly chart, right? So here we are. This is the weekly. Right? If you translate, right? This is something I teach in my mentorship. Every single one of my mentees can vouch for this. When we're looking at these time frames, we're looking for 2 C's, confluence and conflict, right? Starting with the monthly, we have our kind of essential foundation, right? So this monthly structure, in terms of the overall trend, is bullish without doubt, right? Bullish, bullish, bullish. Overall trend is bullish. But we're starting to see an indication at a potential reversal based off this strong top wick off the top of the trend. Now, what we're looking for in these lower time frames is confluence to back that, right? So if we go down to the weekly, we do have that confluence, right? What we have is a massive bearish engulfing with rising volume, right? That's huge. So now we have confluence here, right? And I want you guys to notice the confluence as we're going through these lower time frames of us seeing a reversal or us seeing that pullback, which we've seen, right? So this chart here, I actually like a lot for that reason, right? We have that bearish engulfing here. The way we could trade this is we use that previous week's low as our structure here, right? So if SPX, ES, SPY were to push back into that previous week's low, that's where we could look for that short entry for that move lower, and that would translate to a lower high on the daily, lower high on the hourly, and confirm that reversal. Obviously, this has to take place, us pop, us reject, so on and so forth, but this is what we need to be looking for the week ahead, right? So weekly chart looks good here as well. Nice rising volume, nice big bearish engulfing. What I really want to talk about is that daily chart. Daily chart's a little bit cleaner here. If you open it up, you'll see that we're also broken that structure, right? We broke that recent high. So now what we have here is a lower low, right? We have our lower low. So what we're looking for is, we're looking for that push back into that previous week's low, right? Reject, push lower, form that lower high, right? That's where we'll enter our swing entry, and then we'll look for that continuation for the lower lows and get the much needed pullback we need to see. Because of right now, right, I'll show you guys in a second, ES compared to NQ, ES has only seen about a 3% pullback versus NQ, which is down almost 6% plus. I think that SPY has a lot more room lower, at least down into low 5.4s here on ES, maybe even that 5,000 level, right? It's a stretch, but 5,100, 5,000 could be on the table. The circumstance we would see in order to validate that swing would be, one, we push back into 5,600, we fail it, we can enter a swing position with the stop loss back above these daily highs, and we can look for that continuation lower, right? But as of right now, we just have an indication of a reversal. For all we know, we could pull back here and then rip into new all-time highs. So we need the confirmation, and the confirmation would be a lower high on this daily chart, and then we sweep that lower low, and that would be a trend flip, right? QQQ is already there, but ES and SPY and SPX are trailing a little bit behind. That's what I'm talking about right now. But levels I want to pay attention to, let's get down here to the hourly. This is where the majority of our levels are going to come from. What I want to talk about is, one, I'm missing something important here. Let me fix that. See how I almost missed something that was super important? Starting point, connecting point, third touch. I wondered why we bounced here, and that was the fourth touch of this uptrend. That's how important little stuff like that is. Maybe I would have been going short in that 55.40, not noticing that trend line was there, and that trend line just saved me a headache because I shouldn't be short into a level that seen has been respected previously in terms of a demand, right? So just something like that is a good example of why you need to be thorough when going through your chart. But what I want to watch here is, like I just stated, I want to watch, first and foremost, is if we pop back into this 5,600, 5620 area, this is where I'm going to look for a reject, right? This is where I'll even look to re-enter a swing, right? 100%. On the flip side, if we continue to see weakness and get below 5540, that'll be breaking that uptrend here. We can look for a short entry below that. We have room back down to this 5500. Now, what I'm going to talk about is there is a big level here, 5500, right? As you guys can see. I do like this. This would be a higher risk bounce, right? My main watch for a bounce is going to be down here at 5450, 5465, okay? That's what I'm watching here on ES. Very, very simple. One more time for the people in the back that may have missed it. I want to see a pop back into this 5600, 5620 area for a reject and to re-enter a swing. My stop loss would be back above that 5630. If you want a short-term swing, if you want to do a mid-term swing, you would use a stop loss above these daily highs. Downside, need to get below 5540. That gets us down into this 5500 level. 5500 is big. We could look for a higher risk bounce there. The higher conviction bounce level would be that 5450, okay? And yeah, that's what I'm watching here on ES. Very, very simple. Obviously, we just got to wait for these levels to present opportunity, right? So very, very nice chart here. If you look at the hourly chart, we've already flipped, right? We broke this macro structure at 5630, 5600. We have a lower high here, right? We have a lower low that was swept, put in a new lower low, paired with a lower high. So in terms of this hourly chart, we've now formed this little mini downtrend here. The higher time frames are still intact though, so that's what we got to focus on. But very nice charts here, very nice levels here. Game plan is very simple. If we reclaim that 5660, that's when we got to say, hey, we're getting the fuck out the way. But until then, I love that 5600, 5630 area for a reject. Or if we get below 5540, that's where we can look to go short again down in that 5500. Very simple game plan here. Chart's very, very clean. Alrighty, let's get over to NQ here. Before we do, give me 1 second. I'm going to go grab a tissue, and I will be right back. Give me 1 second, yo. Alrighty, cool. Let's get it. So, NQ here, I absolutely love, right? And it's for valid reason. NQ, QQQ have been extremely weak relative to SPY and IWM. NQ, QQQ is down about 6%, almost 7% from all-time highs. Monthly chart here is absolutely beautiful. Got this big inverted hammer, big pin bar. Absolutely beautiful chart here. Weekly chart is even prettier, right? If you guys notice here, we got this big evening star. The majority of you guys know what that is. That's a bearish reversal pattern. Very, very nice, paired with rising volume. Absolute beautiful, beautiful chart. If you guys remember, I talked about this last week. Literally, verbatim, I drew out, right? This exact pattern, right? Literally. Literally. Perfect. But what I want to talk about here is these lower time frames, right? Specifically the daily, right? I see one of my favorite patterns here that I'm super excited to trade, right? It is a nice head, left shoulder, head. It's literally picture perfect. Now, is it formed yet? No, it's not. But this is the definition, a perfect definition of what a head and shoulders would look like, right? If we pop back into this right shoulder, like 2200, 2300, that's where we can look for that short entry. Or if we get below this neckline here at 19650, that's where we can look for a short entry back down to this demand at like 19200, right? I'm going to translate this on a lower time frame, but the chart looks beautiful. We got a head and shoulders forming here on the daily, on the weekly. Looks very nice. Overall structure here on the daily chart for NQ is very weak, right? We have that big bearish engulfing off of all-time highs. Consolidated a little bit, put in a nice lower high here. We swept that previous lower low, put in a new lower low. So what we're looking for now is we're looking for a pop and put in a lower high and then break that lows to come back down into this macro demand, and then we can go from there. But as of right now, this overall chart is very nice. Very nice. What I want to talk about though is these very important levels, right? Very important levels. First things first, right? One, we have a very big demand here at 19,650, as I just showed you guys. Two, we have a very big supply here at 20,000, right? It is very simple to see. So the game plan here is, if we continue to see weakness, I would be confident going short below 19,650. That gives us room back down to 19,500. This 19,400 area. My main watch though is going to be this 19,200, 19,300 area for a nice relief bounce off this previous all-time high resistance, which is now support. This is a major macro demand. So that is my game plan here in terms of the downside. Upside, what I want to see is if we push back into this 20,000 level, this is a major level. If we show weakness here, I would be open to a reject 100%. It's a bit higher risk, but I do like that 20,000 level. It's a big inflection point. On the other hand, if we somehow get strong and get back above 20,000, I think that squeeze risk for a move back into this 2,200 and then this 2,300 where it would fill out that left shoulder supply. And if we get back into that 2,250, 2,300 area, that's where I would look for a reject and a swing entry for that lower high on the daily and a move lower back into this neckline here down at this 19,700. And that's my game plan here on NQ. Very simple, very clean. We just got to be patient and wait for these levels to get broken. One time again, for the people in the back, 19,650 is a big demand. So if we get that breaking hold below 19,650, we can look to short those pops down into 19,400. If we get weak enough to get down to this demand here at 19,200, 19,300, this is where I will look for a high conviction relief bounce off that macro demand, right? Upside, major level here at 20,000. If we approach this 20,000 level and we start to show weakness, I would be interested in reject there. As you guys can see, it is a major supply. Say, for example, we approach it, we're very strong, and we end up clearing that 20,000 level. If we get a clean break and hold above it, I think we have squeeze potential, at least back into that 2,200. So I would be interested in that as well. My main watch, though, is going to be a reject off of this left shoulder from this daily head and shoulders where we have a major supply at 2,250, 2,350. That's my main watch. So if we push up into this area here, start to show weakness, I'm going to look for an intraday reject, and I'm also going to look for a swing entry with a stop loss back above that 2,500. And that's the game plan here on our NQ chart, right? Very simple. So I'm also going to break all of this down on QQQ and SPY for you guys right now. Since we're already on NQ, let's go over to hop over to QQQ. You guys let me know when you're ready, right? Okay? Let me know when you guys are ready with QQQ, and I'll go ahead and rock out. You guys tell me when, and we'll get started here. I know a lot of you guys like to follow along with QQQ and SPY, so I'll give you guys a couple seconds here. Drop it ready in the chat, and we'll rock out. Also, as of right now, I owe you guys a giveaway. Dom's in here already, I think. We're going to do it at the end, so don't let me forget. Right now, I owe you guys one giveaway for hitting the 150 like goal. And, yeah, man. Let's get it. Anybody that's won a giveaway, please type in the chat right now if you've received your money from me or Dom. Before, I was doing it by myself, and it was very, very hard, so I had to get Dom to help me out. I'm very appreciative of Dom. He's very helpful. It's my brother, man, and yeah, man, shout out to Dom. If you guys got your money from him, make it be known. Make it be known. Alright, you guys are ready? Let's get it. Clean conscious? That's crazy. I think you're the one who's won the biggest giveaway yet. How much did you win, clean conscious? I think you won like $350, $400. D Wavy, I forgot about that. That was a long time ago. I forgot about that. That was a long time. Alrighty, let's get it. So, QQQ, here we are. Pretty much same chart as NQ. Big inverted hammer here. Big bearish pin bar. Weekly chart, pretty much the same. That big evening star. Nice rising volume here. Definitely want to point out that. Big bearish reversal pattern here. Very nice volume on the way down. That's very, very good. What I want to talk about, though, is the levels, right? As you guys can see here, first and foremost, Friday, we closed into a massive, massive demand, right? Everybody can see this here. QQQ is now trading in a very, very big demand, right? Very, very nice demand. What I want to talk about, though, is I want to translate those levels on NQ to QQQ for you guys. And if you also notice, that NQ chart lines up nice with QQQ, right? We have that beautiful potential head and shoulders forming. We got the left shoulder, we got the head. All we need is that pop to form the right shoulder, and I am absolutely slamming that bad Jimmy. So if we get back up to that 487, 490 area, definitely looking to pick up a short position there. But what I want to talk about, though, is these levels. They're very, very clean. So game plan here, first and foremost, right? Downside. We've been weak, so I got to talk about it, right? 473. This is a very, 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 very big level. If we get a clean break and hold below 473, that's where I'll be confident going short on QQQ for that gap fill down into 465.80. If we get below 465.80, that puts us back in this macro demand here at 460, 461, where I would then look to flip long for a relief bounce off this macro demand, okay? So very, very simple. Below 473, I'm going to look to go short. First target be that 466, and then that 460, 462 demand, where I would then look to flip long for a relief bounce. Very, very simple. High conviction short below that 473, and a high conviction bounce. A plus setup off that 460, 462. On the flip side, that 20,000 level on NQ correlates to 482 on QQQ. So the game plan is, just like it was on NQ, if we push into this 482, 20,000 on NQ, and we start to show weakness there, I would be open to a reject. But on that same hand, if we approach it and we're strong and we get a clean break and hold above it, that's squeeze risk, right? Back into this 487 area. Once we get back to this 487 area, that's that left shoulder supply back into 490. So I definitely want to watch this 487, 490 area for a high conviction reject. As you guys can see, this is an absolute huge, 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 huge supply. So that's the main watch. Main setups I'm watching here on QQQ. One, if we get below 473, that would be a high conviction short down to that 465 and then 460. 460, 462 bounce. That's A plus for me. 487, 490 reject. That's A plus for me, right? So those are my three top watches this week. Do I think we'll get it? Maybe. I think what might happen, and this is purely just my opinion, is we might consolidate for a little bit. It would just make sense, right? We might consolidate for a little bit, form a nice drop base, and then obviously we'll go from there. We'll either get a drop base rally or we get a drop base drop. So that's my personal opinion, but I'm here. I'm ready for whatever, right? SPY. Let's get it. I'll give you guys a couple seconds to change your chart. Let me know when you guys are ready, and we'll get started here on SPY. Very, very nice chart. Just let me know when you guys are ready. I hate the delay on YouTube, man. It's like when I stream on Kick, it's like 2 to 5 seconds. YouTube is like 30 seconds, like 45-second delay. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. The delay is like absolutely absurd. Alrighty, you guys are ready? Let's get it. I'm gonna go ahead and fix this real quick. Give me 1 second. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright, here we go. We already looked at this higher time frame chart. Same thing as ES. We got this beautiful big bearish engulfing here. Nice rising volume. Monthly chart looks good. Daily chart looks good as well. What I want to talk about though is one, we finally got some volume back in the market. Very, very nice here. Hold on, what's going on with this? Oh, market's starting to get weak again? A little bit. In my opinion, right, this is my pure opinion. I was watching this level for a long time. This correlates to that IWM 212. Sorry, we're getting off track here, y'all. But anybody that trades futures, I think this is an absolute great trade, and you guys can see why. This was a massive, massive, massive resistance for pretty much a year and a half, almost 2 years. We just broke it. Now we're pulling back to retest it. I think this is a great long entry, right? I'm actually about to enter myself. I'm going to enter on my smaller account. I'm going to take a couple, what do you call them? Fucking the smaller ones, micros. I'm about to do it right now, actually. And you can just keep a stop below this previous structure here at 2180. If you trade futures, I think this is a great trade. Just a nice macro break and retest. You can grab one here, one at like 2185, and keep a stop loss below that 2180 and look for a move back into this 2225. So it's like a 3-hour trade. I think this looks very good. It correlates to that 212 level on IWM, as you guys can see here. Massive, massive demand. It's that RTY 2190, 2200, big psychological level here. Just use a stop below that 2180 for a nice relief bounce. I like this a lot. I think the risk reward's worth it here, in my opinion. But all right, going back to SPY. Hold on, before I forget, let me grab one. Give me 1 second. Trade. I don't think you can trade micro. I don't think you can. There is no micro for yeah, you can't. Fuck. I really don't want to take a big contract in my small account. I really don't. What is the risk on that? Give me 1 second, y'all. Sorry. Say if I enter here. That's still a 2-hour trade. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. I would like it to come a little bit lower. M2K. Let me see. Is that it? M2K. Y'all are fucking right. Let's go. Just got filled. Let's fucking go. Nice. Thanks, y'all. I've never traded a micro here for. I'm gonna grab. What is the ticks on it? It's 50 cents per. I'm gonna grab 2. Should I grab 2? I think I should grab 2. Yeah, I grabbed 2. Fuck it. I grabbed 2. Just so y'all know I'm not bullshitting. I'm gonna show y'all right now. I don't ever bullshit. Y'all should know that about me. Maybe I shouldn't have grabbed 2. I forgot this was a 10K account. It's alright though. We're good. We're good. Yeah, it looks good. This is a very nice setup in my opinion. Just a classic break-in retest. Got that low volume pullback. Everything's there. Had a nice high volume breakout. Nice momentum above that 2200. Nice low volume pullback. The risk to reward's great here. Great. Even if the trade doesn't work out, you take this trade 10 times out of 10, it'll work 8 out of 10. I promise you. Right here you guys go. You guys can see I'm not bullshitting. 934. I have 2 of them. You guys can see this is a real account, everything. If it comes a little bit lower, I'll probably honestly enter a mini as well. To be honest with you. But yeah, we'll go from there. We'll go from there. All right, back to SPY. We're running a little bit behind schedule right now, but it's all good. Alrighty, let's rock out. SPY, here we go. SPY, what I'm watching here. First things first, 548. 548 correlates to that 5500 on SPX. So the game plan, very, very simple. If we get a clean break and hold below that 548, that's where we can look to go short again. First target's 546, second target's 542.50. If we get weak enough to get down into this 542.50, this is where I would look for a high conviction relief bounce off this major demand. You guys can see here, this is a very, 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 very big demand. So this is an area I definitely want to watch for a relief bounce. On the other hand, if SPY somehow gets strong and we reclaim 550.50, I think that is pretty much a parabolic move back into 555, 556, which is where we can look for a reject off this major supply. So game plan is very simple here. Either look for that 548 breakdown down in a 542, 543 where we can flip long for a relief bounce, or if we pop back into the supply at 555, 556, we can look for a reject. Right? Very, very simple. Clean chart here on SPY. Just got to be patient, wait for one of these levels present opportunity. And yeah, man. Alrighty, let's get into the individual names for the week ahead, and then we'll get into my crypto strategy, and we'll go ahead and call it a night. Speaking of crypto, first name I'm watching this week is Coin. There's a very, very good chance that this chart does not look like this chart in the morning, right? It might gap up, crypto's up, so there's a good chance it might gap up. But you guys can see here, beautiful little pennant here on the monthly. Nice little consolidation, nice little inside bar on the monthly. Starting to really creep up nice. Big weekly breakout here of that little triangle. Nice rising volume as well, like this a lot on Coin. Most importantly is Friday's move. Nice rising volume. Game plan here is pretty much if we get above 260, that's going to be long any pullback territory, right? We get above 260, we can look for those pullbacks to go long, targeting that 270, and this could even see, honestly, 300 if crypto and Coin get strong. So I really like this chart for the week ahead. Game plan is very simple. Look to buy the dip, look to buy the rip. So that's the game plan there on Coin. Next, Apple. Beautiful, beautiful chart here. As you guys know, Apple's been an absolute ripper as of late. Held up very, very well relative to SPY and QQQ in terms of how we pull back. We're also, well, the main watch here is this demand, right? We're approaching this untested demand from these previous highs from earnings and a big consolidation phase on Apple at 219, 220. So game plan is if we pull back into this 219, 220 on Apple, that's where I'm going to look for a high conviction bounce. Or if we see strength here on Apple above 227, I think this has a nice potential for a move back into 232, 233. So this is a chart I like, essentially my top long watch for the week ahead. Yeah, I've trimmed a little bit of Ethereum. I've trimmed a lot of Solana, excuse me. That fucker's almost up 50%. Yeah, man. I just don't know what to do anymore. I mean, we're obviously going to get into crypto in a minute, but say me if you've heard me tell you to put money to the side for crypto, or if you've heard me tell you, hey, next dip when I post buy crypto, fucking buy crypto. It's literally free money. It's obviously it's not free money. You have to put capital at risk, but you guys get the gist of it. I've been talking about this for years, right? I don't know what else to do. I don't trade meme coins. I don't trade shit coins. I just go out of my way to make sure you guys are eating. I don't have to, right? I don't have to post anything. I don't have to say anything about crypto. I literally spend every Sunday of mine putting you guys on game, right? So I find it kind of disrespectful if you guys don't take advantage of it, right? To be honest with you. But, yeah, man. Don't be the one that waits till it starts moving and say, oh, I'm going to get in now, or is it too late? Nah, man. Just got to send it. Just got to send it. Alrighty. Apple, we just covered. Amazon. One of the weaker charts here, right? Pretty much just broke this macro uptrend here. We've been holding for some time. Had a clean breakdown here on Friday. Nice rising volume. This is one of my top short watches for the week ahead. What I want to watch here on Amazon is fairly simple. One is if we pop back into this, essentially this 185.50, 186 area. This is where I'm going to look for a reject. Or if we continue to see weakness here and we get below this big level here at 179, we can look for that break and hold to go short back down into 176, 174. Very simple chart here. I like this a lot since we broke that macro uptrend. This looks very good. Very good. Next is Netflix. Netflix I like a lot as well. Reported earnings last Thursday. Seen jack shit. Nothing happened, which I like. Essentially, a move is still brewing here. What I want to watch on Netflix is this major 630 level. Now, I'm going to show you guys why I like this 630 a lot. One, obviously you guys can see. This is a major demand, which is why I want to tell you guys, be patient here, okay? Make sure Netflix confirms below 630, okay? You want to see a nice, clean break and hold below 630 on Netflix. That's where we can look to go short. This fucker has nothing but room down into 600. This is a beautiful chart for the week ahead. Essentially my top short watch, right? But the main reason I love that 630 is, one, you guys just seeing the significance of it, but it's also this macro uptrend, right? This is the third test of this uptrend trendline support. If we can get below that, I think it's lights out for Netflix 100%. We're just coming off of these previous all-time highs. As you guys can see here, this is a macro trend rejection, double top, whatever you want to call it. This is huge. So if we get below 630, I think we're going to see some systematic selling back into that 600. This is a chart I really love for the week ahead. Time frames are beautiful. Looks good. Big monthly bearish engulfing. Weekly, nice inverted hammer there. Pin bar, whatever you want to call it. Big bearish engulfing there. Charts are adding up. Charts are lining up. Looks good. Next, IWM. Pretty much talking about the same thing I just covered on RTY. We had a big macro breakout here last week. Pretty much traded higher throughout the whole week. Now we're starting to approach this major demand here at 212, 213. Correlates to that 2200, 2190 area on RTY. If we pull back in this 212, 213, this is where I'm going to look for a high conviction demand bounce. Very clean chart here. I like this a lot. Right? Very simple. You guys can see why. 212, 213 on IWM for a bounce. If we get down there, I'll be more than happy to take that. If you want a higher risk trade, you can watch this 220 level. If we reclaim 220, there's a great chance we go back to highs here. So I think this is a very nice chart for the week ahead, and keep those levels on watch. All right. But yeah, guys. Wow, that was the watch list. We've covered ES, we've covered NQ, we covered economic calendar, we covered the earnings calendar, covered Apple, Coin, Amazon, Netflix, IWM. Got a couple moments here, so I'm going to hop into crypto, and we're going to talk about crypto a little bit. I owe you guys one giveaway. We're getting ready to do that in a second, so make sure you hang around. And yeah, man, let's get into crypto real quick, and then we'll go ahead and call it a night. I'm going to take a drink of water. Hold on. Alrighty, here we go. So Solana, you guys can essentially see here, right? When it comes to my strategy with trading crypto, it's very simple, right? Anybody who understands the chart can make money, right? There's no special strategy I use to trade crypto. I mean, obviously it's special, obviously, because it works, right? Unlike some bullshit you see on YouTube or Instagram or anything like that, it's just trading key technical levels, right? Very simple. Like, for example, right? This 120, 125 demand, right? We've seen on one occasion, two occasions, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different occasions, right? We've seen on 7 different occasions here that this 120, 125 demand is absolutely massive, and we've seen a minimum of a 20 to 60% move off of this demand at 120, 125. Now, I'm not a genius, but if I've seen this 7 times previously off of this 120, 125 demand, I pretty much bet my ass the 8th time it's going to do something similar. And if it doesn't, guess what? My stop is below 120. So I'm only risking about $5 for a potential $50 move plus. That's a 10R trade. You can lose 10 trades with a risk reward like that and only win 1 and still be green. Right? Very simple, right? My main strategy, buying the fucking dip. Key technical levels, right? Very simple. Break and retest. That's what this is, right? Resistance, support, 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 support. Very simple, right? I know a lot of you guys were expecting some calculus strategy. No, right? Key technical levels, substantial pullback, buy the fucking dip. That's it. Right? I don't know how to stress it enough, right? I just recently started trading Solana, right? I like their I guess you could say fundamentals, right? I'm not a big crypto fundamental guy, right? I like what they're about, right? I respect technicals really well, so that's how I started trading it. I usually trade just Ethereum and Bitcoin. I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon. But that's it. Solana, right? That's why I traded at 125, 120 demand, right? Same reason I traded it here. Same reason I traded it here. Same reason I traded it here. Same reason I'm in it now, right? I've literally taken this trade 4 different times. 4 different times, right? Same trade. Buy the dip, sell the rip. Okay? Bitcoin. Why do you think I entered? Let's go back, right? Let's go even further back here, right? Why do you think I told everybody to buy crypto at 16,000? Break and retest, right? Why do you think I told everybody to buy crypto at 25,000? Right? You guys can literally go back and check word for word what I said. Why do you think I told everybody to buy crypto at 25,000? I mean Bitcoin specifically. Why do you think I told everybody to buy crypto at 38,000? Why do you think I told everybody to buy crypto at 53.5, Bitcoin specifically? Same strategy. And we've traded Bitcoin literally since 16K. Right? We've literally caught this whole move. I've swing traded crypto 12 times in the past year and a half. Knock on wood. Haven't taken a loss yet. But these are the trades I'm taking. Right? And everybody who attended a live or is in Honey Drip or in my mentorship can vouch for every single one of these trades. 25K. Go look. Post it in my IG channel. 38K. Post it in my IG channel. Post it in Honey Drip. Talked about it on Sunday Live. 50K. Talked about it on Sunday Live. Talked about it on my Instagram channel. Talked about it in Telegram. Talked about it in Honey Drip. Right? 53.5. Posted in Honey Drip. Posted in my Telegram. Talked about it everywhere. Right? Like, I don't know other ways to tell you guys. Buy the fucking dip. Hold. Take profit, right? It's that simple. You don't have to worry about anything with crypto. It's just like trading equity, right? Literally that simple, right? Key technical levels, buy the fucking dip, right? That's it. Every trade that I've taken since 16K on Bitcoin was a break and retest, right? Literally every single one. 25K, break and retest. 38K, break and retest. 50K, break and retest. 53.5, break and retest. Every single trade, right? Every single trade. Solana, what was that? Break and retest. Ethereum, right? Let's go back a little bit further. Every single one of you guys that attended these lives or in my mentorship or in a Honey Drip or in my IG subscription, right? Can literally vouch. Why did I go long at Ethereum at 2100? Break and retest. Why did I go long at Ethereum at 2800? Break and retest, right? That's it. Right? That's literally it, right? Obviously, right, it comes to a knowledge standpoint, right? You got to know what to look for. You got to know when to look for it, right? But when it comes to like swing trading and stuff like this, if you can read a chart, you can make money, right? Swing trading doesn't require rocket science, right? You just have to hold, right? That's the bottom line, right? That's pretty much it, right? Same structure you use on a 5-minute time frame in terms of crypto, right? You use on the daily chart, right? So if you're looking for a 5-minute candle closure above or below the level, you're going to translate that to a daily chart if you're swing trading, right? Same thing. So if you're trading intraday, right, you're day trading or you're scalping, you're using a 5-minute time frame. You're looking for that confirmation on the 5-minute time frame. You're swing trading, you're looking for that confirmation on the daily chart, right? Essentially, yes, just supply and demand, right? Whatever you want to call it, right? You want to call it level, you want to call it supply and demand, you want to call it structure. It does not matter, right? But that's the nature of it, right? It's nothing special. What I want to tell you guys is I think a lot of you guys get discouraged because of the capital, right? I just showed you guys my Kraken account, right? I turned 10K into literally right at this moment, it's at 210, right? I turned 10K into 210,000 in a little over a year, maybe a year and a half. Regardless of that, that's a 2,100% return. I want to talk about the percentage, right? A percentage is a percentage is a percentage, right? Whether you have $1 or you have $1 million, the percent is the same, right? So if you have $100, now you have, what is that? 2,100 bucks, right? You put in 10K like I did, now you have 210 bucks. I mean 210K, right? You put in 100K, now you have 2.1 million, right? The bottom line is say for example, right? You followed every 12 of the last swing trades I made. Your account would also be up 2,100%, right? So if you had 10 bucks, now you're at 210. You have a thousand bucks, now you're at 2,100 bucks, right? So on and so forth, or 12K, right? So yeah, if you have 100, you're at 2,100. If you have 1,000, you're at 21,000, etc., 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 right? It's just compounding, right? The more you make, the more you can risk. The more you make, the more you risk. The more you make, the more you risk, right? It's so on and so forth. But the bottom line is, it's just taking the risk initially. I know a lot of you guys, like I said, don't have a lot of capital to trade with. You're like, oh, well, I only have $100. $100 isn't gonna matter. $100, like I just said, if you took all 12 of those trades, 2,100% of it, you're now at 2,100 bucks, right? And with crypto, you can risk 50% of your account, right? There's no problem with that. It's like trading equity, right? If you're like long term, you can full port long term, right? If you believe in the company, like if you're comfortable with the risk, right? A lot of people are gonna hear me say that, like, what the fuck did you really say? Yes, it's okay, right? If long term you want to full port something, sure. Now, obviously, day trading, you don't want to full port anything because it's a lot more volatile. But if you have you start with $100 and you compound, guess what? There you go, right? Now you have 2,100 to work with, or now you have 21K to work with, or you now have 210K to work with. It's a system that it's like a positivity breeds positivity, right? It's like consistency breeds consistency. Compounding equals compounding, right? 21,000, whatever it may be, right? The number is substantially larger than where you started, right? And that's the bottom line. But a lot of you guys get discouraged because of the capital that you currently have. You feel like it's not enough, or you're nervous, or whatever the case may be, which I understand, right? But you got to rip the Band-Aid off, right? A lot of people are scared to invest. A lot of people are scared to... I don't know what it is. I really don't. But a lot of you guys, I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that, but a lot of you guys will waste your time going to the club. A lot of you guys will waste money going to buy designer, going to do this, going to do that. You'll invest your time in things that don't need to be invested in, but you won't take that time to invest in things that do need to be invested in, right? That's the big thing. You got to flip that mindset. Instead of going to party and spending $500, take that $500, put it aside, say next dip on the stock market or crypto, I'm fucking buying, right? So every time that you want to go party, you get that $500, put it to the side. Next time, $500. Now you got 1,000. Next time, you got 1,500. Next time, you got 2K. So next thing you know, you look over, you missed 10 parties. Now you got 5K saved up. You buy the dip, you catch a 40% return. Say for example, like Solana. Now you're at 7K. You just made 2K, right? And it's little things like that that matter. Or if you get Starbucks every day, it's $15 a day. Guess what? That's $450 a month. That's a little over 5K a year, or close to it, right? So you could save that 5K and invest that 5K. And a lot of people might make $1,000 a month or 10K a month or whatever it may be, and not realize what they're doing on a day-to-day basis. They can kind of reroute and shift that energy, or shift what their money is doing, to put it into something where it actually gives something in return. Right? That's the big thing. A lot of people want that fast money rather than taking it into it the right way. Say for example, right? Day trading. All of my day trading money, I rarely see go straight into my long term, right? Or go straight into crypto. And that's just facts. I don't want money. I want to invest the money. I want that money to work for me. I don't want to have to get up every day and trade. I don't want to have to do anything, right? I want to make money, and I want to make that money work for me. And that's the bottom line. That should be your goals as well, right? To where you're at the point where you have enough money and that money is making money for you. Where your time is now so valuable in order for you to do something because you have so much passive income, you just have to, it has to make sense. And it really won't make sense because obviously you're at that point where you're good, right? So that's what I would say, man. But I'm just using this as an example, right? When it comes to crypto. A chart is a chart is a chart, right? Specifically with anything, right? I'll speak about myself because obviously I'm doing this live. If you take my mentorship, right? My systems and my strategies, a chart is a chart is a chart. What you learn, say for example, current mentees, we're about to do my setups and strategies this upcoming Monday. What they learn on Monday, they can literally go trade on crypto. They can literally go trade on Forex. They can literally go trade on futures. They can literally go trade on stocks, right? It doesn't matter. A chart is a chart is a chart is a chart is a chart. So it doesn't matter. What you guys got to do is take an initiative, right? And I'm not saying take my mentorship. I'm saying take whoever you resonate with. Find somebody that's reputable, that's shown year over year that they are profitable, not just profitable, but they can actually teach. They can take what they know and translate it to education. That's most important. A lot of these fucking weirdos out here, they might make money. They might be good traders, but they're not good teachers. You need to find someone who's reputable, they're a good trader and a good teacher. That way they can translate their knowledge to education for you. That's the bottom line, right? That's the bottom line. You want to make sure that you're learning from someone. It's just more than just obviously a money grab. A lot of people like to use words like last or first or sale or discount. Fuck that, right? Look past all the dollar amount. If someone's charging 100K but you resonate with them, you see that it works, go with the 100K. Obviously, I mean, I wouldn't encourage it, but if that works, that works. Find somebody that you're comfortable with, you trust, and if they're not comfortable providing you what you need to be provided with to be comfortable, fuck them, right? And I'm saying, it doesn't have to be me. It could be whoever you want or whoever you resonate with. Just make sure those boxes are checked off. That's all I gotta say. But alrighty, let's get into this giveaway. I gotta go ahead and rock out. Keyword tonight. Y'all know what the keyword is gonna be, man. Crypto. Let's get it. There's 506 people in here. We need 30 more people to the next giveaway. I don't care if you guys do or no. It's going to save me money. But smash that like button, man. If you haven't, I just want to say I appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys know that about me, man. I've been doing these lives for over 4 years now. I've only missed a handful. I'm going to continue doing them. I do them for you guys, period, right? I want you guys to win. I want you guys to learn. I want you guys to earn. I appreciate every single one of you guys for taking time out of your Sunday to come kick it. If there's any way I can help, I'm more than happy to. And yeah, man, hope you guys are enjoying this. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Hope you guys have a great training week, man. I'm gonna give this about 10 seconds and then we'll go ahead and get the winner picked here. We'll give it 20 seconds. Give everybody a chance to get in. Alrighty, good luck everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and send down the money now so he can get you guys taken care of. What we got? MYR1. If you see your name pop up on the screen, please, please, please type as soon as possible. That way you can get your money and be good to go. One love, two dream. I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. MYR1 here. Let's see how many lives they attended. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nice. That's a good winner in my opinion. Did you guys hit that 300? Let's see. 310. You did. All right, let's run it back. Let me go ahead and clean this to make it fair. Let's change this to turbo. We'll give it 30 seconds. Congratulations, MYR1. We'll go ahead and do one more since you guys just crushed that 300. And yeah, man, let's get it. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. I'm gonna do something crazy again. Hold on. I'm probably gonna regret this, but we'll see. There's 506 people in here. If you get 500 likes in the next minute, someone's getting 500 bucks. All right, we'll give you guys 10 seconds. There's 506 people. We need 200 more likes. If so, I'll do a giveaway. The winner gets 500 bucks. I've done it before. Clean Conscious was the winner, and I'll do it again. No problem. You guys got about 45 seconds to hit that goal. All right, let's get it. William Moss. Oh, AR, man, that's crazy. I just seen your name. William Moss. This is a good winner, too. He's in the IG fam. Let's go. That's a good winner. That is a good winner. Good winner. Where you at, brother? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Narcy, I'm gonna post that in the Instagram here in a moment. That's you? That's you, man. There you go. Wilma's Carlito Sway. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, 340. Not quite there. But yeah, man. Appreciate you guys. Great night tonight. And yeah, man. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. I'll see a lot of you guys bright and early tomorrow for some live trading. And yeah, man. Once again, I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you for taking time out of your Sunday. Seriously, I appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully, you guys learned something. At least took notes, something for the week ahead. And yeah, man. Mentees. Live traders, I'll see you guys bright and early in the morning, all right? You guys have a great night. Good night, everybody. Peace. One more thing. For the winners, MYR, Wilma's, Carlito Sway, please look at the pinned message. DM Dom on Discord so you can get your money as soon as possible. Shout out to Dom, man. Shout out to all you guys. You guys have a good night. Peace, everybody.